What's up, y'all? Back to the channel. Check this out. I was listening to something, man, and it raised a blue flag. And I want y'all to check this out. Peep this here out right here.
I was at a family office conference, and if y'all don't know what a family office is, it's generally a family that has accumulated some wealth, generally more than 50 to $100 million, and they manage everything themselves. Okay, so we're at this conference, and the guy, he says to me, he's actually an Indian guy, and so he says, Indian people, we got a couple things. We got motels, corner stores, like gas station type deals. Vietnamese people have nail shops. Cambodian people in California have donut shops. And he's just like running down the list. Indian tribes got casinos. And then he looked at me, he said, "What black people got?" And I was like, and then I posed the question to Instagram and Twitter, and I got some reasonable answers back, which was like, "Oh, we got barbecue, we got this, we like businesses that we do historically in the Black community." But the differentiator is we are not in the each one teach one fund and mobilize each other in these industries like what they're talking about. And if you've never seen this documentary, you should definitely go and watch it. It's called The Donut King. The guy was a Cambodian refugee. He comes and he gets a job at a donut shop, and the person starts teaching him the business. And then they gave him some money for a down payment to start his own business. And then once he got it up and running, more Cambodian refugees were coming, and he was like helping them learn the business. He would teach them the business, then he put them in business. All right, help them go get a lease, help them get financing, all of the things. They stand it up, they pay them back, and then they do it for somebody else. And so at one point, there were like 400 donut shops owned by Cambodian refugees. And so I look at that and I say, wow, we do got barbecue restaurants, but when have they ever shared a business practice? When have they ever even shared like the special seasoning that all got seasoned salt in it? Or said, okay, you open another location, I'll help you with the down payment. I'll help you get your lease terms. I'm going to help you, because if you've never been in an industry, you don't even know what to ask.
Facts.
So now you got people who are in lease terms that are terrible that you could have helped because you've been through it and you've been burned before.
Why do you think that is though?
So I was at a family office conference, and if y'all don't, I was at a family office conference, and if y'all don't know what a family office is, it's generally
Oh, it's not going to let me go? Come on. Cut it up. Knock it off. Now, what she said was 100% correct. We don't have nothing. In the previous video I did, the owner of the Roscoe's out there, who put the Mexicans in charge, that's why. That's why we don't have nothing. That's why we don't have it. We used to. She was right. We used to have like the barbecue. I said that in my previous video. We had the chicken spots, barbecue. Black person ain't gonna tell you nothing, but they'll go tell a foreigner. That's why they got all the Louisiana chickens. I don't give a damn. If it's a Louisiana chicken spot, it's an Asian person that runs it. And it's a Mexican back there cooking. Go check it out. Go look for yourself. Go look for yourself. The one on Manchester and Normandy. Come on, man. There used to be black. There's black people that work there probably, but the owner of that establishment, everywhere in Southern California. The one in Inglewood, right there off of Crenshaw, soon as you just north of what's that, Manchester? North of Manchester, as soon as you pass the Rallies right there, Fat Burger Rally, right there in Inglewood, right in the Inglewood family, gangster hood. That Louisiana chicken, Chinese people own that. They own that. Right in Gardena, your shotgun hood. Van Ness and El Segundo, Louisiana chicken. Asian people that run that Louisiana chicken. Right off of Alondra and what is that, Central? Is it Central in Alondra or Avalon in Alondra? One of them right there in Compton, right by the airport, right across the street from the liquor store right there, where you could go buy the bomb-ass meat that used to be black-owned. The Louisiana chicken right there, Asian owned. Ain't no black people. Ain't no black people in there working. It's Mexicans in there cooking. Come on, man. Come on, stop playing. In Long Beach. In Long Beach. Long Beach, California, the east side and the north side. If you go right there on Artesia, right by Jordan High School, right there, it's the Louisiana Chicken right there on Artesia. They got the little nail shop right there where the women go get their nails done. It's a Louisiana Chicken right there. There's Asians up in there. Mexicans cooking the food. Why is that? You go ask a black person, hey, how you get this? How you do this here? They secretive with us. They secretive with us. But somehow these motherfuckers got the ingredients, the recipe and know how to make our chicken. They know how to make chicken the way we make it. But did anybody give you, your black ass, the recipe on how to make their food? No. No. You're not going to go nowhere in the United States, in this white man United States, and I'm saying that. You're not going to go nowhere in this white man United States and find a black person making Chinese food and it's wrapped around the corner with Chinese people buying it. You're not gonna go nowhere in this white man's United States and find a black man or a black woman making Mexican food and it's Mexican people wrapped around the block to buy that food. You're not gonna do it. You're not gonna do it. But everywhere you go, you're gonna find every other race selling soul food, black people all around. It could be a black person that make the food, got their own, just like M&M's. M&M's had their soul food, man. You ain't never saw it wrapped around the building. Yeah, people that go, it was enough. But is M&M still in business right now? Let me know. Let me know. And if they are they popping? They was right there in Carson off Avalon, right there for a minute. Was that Vin Mac? Vinny them? Was that Vinny them? His pop rest in the peace. He got tragically unalive. Real good people, real good people. But you don't see people going up in there, man, making it because in our mind we can make that ourselves, so we don't patronize that. But let a white person or Chinese person or Mexican sell chicken or anything that we like, man. The black people they gonna tear the block up, standing in line, going around there to get that food, man. Come on, y'all know how we get down, man. It's terrible. It's disgraceful. It's disgraceful. But the sister was right. All of these people got stuff, but we don't. We don't. Now, when you say stuff like that, you got to know the historicity of it. You got to know the historical origins behind why we don't have anything. Now, back in the days when we had our mom and pops, our black moms and pops, see, coming out of slavery, that's how our people made a living. We sold chicken dinners. The things that we eat, we made that. That's where we got our money from. But black folks, we wanted to get away from that. We wanted to get away from that. And let me tell you what they did. It was very calculated and it was very cruel and conniving. What they would do is they had let's say M&Ms for example. I'm gonna use M&Ms for example. They have a M&Ms right there on wherever it's at in any black neighborhood across the country. What they did, they set up a McDonald's. Okay. Now M&Ms, they selling they dinners for $10 a plate, $12 a plate, 15 for a family meal. What they did to get us out of business, they put up a McDonald's, a KFC, and uh, whatever kind of fast food, and they charged very cheap. They went very low. They even lost money to run us out of business. That's what they did. That's what they did. hmm That's what they did because they knew one thing: black people lack what every other race has, and that's race loyalty. Black people don't have race loyalty. You got Chinese motherfucker, he'd go from Long Beach all the way to East LA to shop with his people. But a black person won't even go down the street to deal with another black person because they charge $2 more. Come on, man. Y'all know how we get out. Y'all know how we get out. Come on. Talk to me. That's how we get out. If they charge $2 more, we going to the Asian. That's how they got us with the pro clubs and stuff like that. All of this here type of stuff. Asians make this here. If I make this here and I sell it for $3 more than what the Asians sell it to you for, you're not gonna buy it from me. You're not gonna buy it from me. Not realizing that it's hard for me to get a wholesale license. I can't get a wholesale license like the Asian can, so they can afford to sell you these garments for cheaper. But for me, in order for me to make a profit, and I ain't even making a profit, I'm cutting even by charging that extra $3. But my people ain't gonna support me. They're gonna look at this same thing and they're gonna say, "Oh man, I could go get it from the Asian for $3 cheaper." Nah, the Asians they're gonna pay $10 more not to give it to you. The white boy gonna do the same thing. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. We lack race loyalty. We don't have that. We don't have it. So, and another thing, they blew up our businesses. Whenever we did something, I think that we don't have it like we never wanted it. We had it. We had it. We had it, and we used to have it very good. And let me tell you something. We was the first people to have it good and out of slavery. We had it before the white people had it. Coming out of slavery, we was the blueprint to show them how to do it. But one thing they did, they monopolized it and took us up out of it. They took us up out of it. They capitalized off our talents. Just like you. How many black people you know can cut your hair and they don't have no barber license? How many black women you know that can do your hair? They don't have a cosmetology license. But in order for them to make money, they got to go through that white man school to get that license. So they can pay him with their natural born talent. Come on, man. Come on. Let's look at what's going on here. Look at what's going on. Look at what's going on. I like that she put that out there because that's true. What do we have? We don't have shit. We don't have nothing. And you got black people, the millionaires of our race, that and you can't really blame them because why stick your neck out for a race that's not gonna do nothing? They're not gonna do nothing. We ain't gonna do nothing. All we gonna do is, hey, why don't Oprah? Why don't Oprah come down here and do something? I don't want Oprah to do nothing. No, no. Why she got to do something? Why do Tyler Perry got to do something? Why 50 got to do something? 50 got his own shit. He got his own shit. Oprah got her own shit. So do Tyler. They got their own. They went and got it. They went and got it. Hate this about our race, man. It's sickening and it's disgusting. It's disgusting. For her to even get out there and say that, she said it as if she don't know the backstory on why we don't have nothing. Ain't that we ain't never had nothing. We had plenty of shit. We had plenty of shit. But instead, the generation before me, they believed that the white man ice was colder than black people ice. That's why we don't have that. Stop me when I'm lying. White man ice colder than black man ice. It's still going on today. It's still going on today. So when you see your people out there struggling, man, uh, don't look at them like why they can't do it like this. Understand, it's been things set in place to why they can't get it like that. You know, if you give me a free wholesale license, but you want to charge the next man 1,000, 2,000 for the wholesale license, it's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be difficult. But who am I to say why you can't do the same thing when I know what's going on? I know what's going on. Tap in with me, man. Tap in. I remember when the pro clubs first came out, pro club t-shirts in California, they hit in California first. Cali was where the pro clubs came out. Pro club and what was the other one? It was pro club and um, what's that other one? Don't matter, but tight around the neck. tight around the neck t-shirts. It didn't look like a little baby was hanging on the neck of your shirt. It was tight, fitted real good around the neck. We love that in Cali. Ain't had that shit in no other places. Me and my homeboy from Compton, we went to St. Louis, and we had these tees, these white tees, you know, and everybody was like, "Man, where y'all from? Where y'all from?" Because I white tees, the white tee was glowing, man. It was so white and pure. It wasn't dingy. You know, it was crispy white. Where y'all from, man? What kind of t-shirt is that? Pro Club. Back then, Pro Club was $5. It's $5. And I remember it was a brother that used to sell Pro Clubs. He was selling them for $7. And even me in my ignorance during that time, I'm like, damn, seven, man, seven for $5. I'm gonna go over here. I did it myself. I did it myself. But of course, I was young. I was young and I didn't understand the business aspect of it and how the wholesale license worked and how they didn't want to give brothers the wholesale license. So in order for him to see any type of, he was breaking even. The brother was breaking even with $7, only $2. But we'd drive extra, you know. I'm gonna go spend $5. I was a part of that too. So I'm not here to shit on my people for that. But I ain't, oh man, my daughter picture that slid down. Not this one. That's my daughter. That's my daughter. Yeah, that's my daughter. That's my best friend right there. I knew something was looking funny back there. Knew something was looking funny. Yeah, that's my daughter right there. Uh no, but on the real, man, if I tell you to take off everything that you didn't have, that a black person didn't make, let me say that. If I tell you to take off everything that a black person didn't make, every black person would be asshole naked right now. That should scare you. That's scary. That's scary when you think about that. That's scary. Yeah, but we don't have nothing. We don't have nothing. Nothing. We used to have barbershops, but we don't have the barbershops because who owned the shop? Who owned the shop? The black barber that's in there, he don't own the shop. He don't own the shop. He renting it. He renting it. And when he go up on the rent, he gonna go up on your booth rent. Then everybody gonna be up out of it. To get you out of there, all they gotta do is just raise the rent up. Now you moving somewhere else. That's what happened in Lamert Park. That's why all of them spots. I used to go buy soap. It was these elder sisters out there that worked in Lamert Park. I used to go buy the bomb ass, black soap and the soaps that's good for your skin, wouldn't leave you ashy, wasn't chemicals and stuff like that, natural deodorants and stuff. Man, they raised the rent up on them and got them up out of there. All white people owned everything, all on Degnan Street. From S&Y bookstore, none of them owning the buildings down there. None of them. None of them. Even in that gay establishment. And I ain't being, it is what it is. That's what you do. That's what you do. But the gay building, everybody know when you went in there, everything they had, men genitalia all up in it. They was owned by white people too. It's owned by white people too. And you might say, "Oh, hey, cool, man. Well, how you know about that? How you know?" Man, a partner of mine took me and my wife, him and his wife. We go to a play out there. It was something out there. And I go up in there and I'm looking at all of the artwork. I'm like, God damn, nigga, where you got me at? What the hell is I go in the bathroom and the toilet paper had men genitalia on the toilet paper. I said, ain't this a no man, this ain't it. This ain't it. We clowned about that. I clowned my nigga a long time for that. It's my homeboy from Compton. Demond. Demond. Come on, homie. You know who you took me and my wife there, man. Come on. He ain't on no funny shit, but we laughed about that for a long time. But I say that to say, even those establishments were owned by white people. And when they raised the rent up, they moved everybody out. None of them people there no more. Everything ain't the same. Simply Wholesome, I think Simply Wholesome's still there. Simply Wholesome's still out there. But man, we don't have nothing, man, to where we could really feed our people, protect our people, give us We have nothing in your neighborhood. Tap in with me. In your neighborhood, where can you go if something happens to where you could get protection, you can get food, you can get water, your basic necessities to survive? Where can you go and not have to deal with someone outside your race for your basic needs to survive? Tap in with me, and we're gonna holler. Hey, let me know though. Let me know if I'm wrong. Hey, if you say school, check this out. In my neighborhood, we got Hop Sink. He ain't black. No, if he ain't black, it don't count. If you say Hop Sink, he ain't black. If you say Brother Muhammad, okay, if Brother Muhammad black, because he might be an Arab. If he an Arab, he don't count. But if you say, hey, Clarence, Brother Clarence, he got the spot. Okay, we need to holler at Clarence. We need to make Clarence the man. We need to make Clarence the man. You understand? Because ain't nowhere where we could go to where we could get information, food, or the basic necessities that we need to survive to keep us going. So what this sister said was right. And it should raise an alarm for all black people around the globe. Not the globe, just in the United States, because we the ones suffering like this. I don't know what they doing overseas. I don't know what they doing in Britain. I don't know what they doing anywhere else. But the United States, black people, come on, man. Come on. Come on, talk to me. Let me know if I'm tripping. If I'm tripping, I'll shut my mouth. I'll close down. I won't say nothing else. Who am I? Who am I? But I do know one thing, and I'm going to do a show on this. I will show you how the United States government knew that fast food would destroy us. I could take you back to where there was a time where it was unheard of for a young black kid to have diabetes, type 2 diabetes. Now it's unheard of for you not to hear that. I can take you back to that. Comment, let me know what's happening. And until next time, peace out.
I parked in the handicap without a sign, cause it's where the Crips park all the time on mine.